All right, let's get right into it. Let's talk about why so many of us struggle to stick with our biggest, most important goals. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You set that huge, ambitious target, you're so excited, you're ready to go, but, well, it usually doesn't end up the way we planned. I mean, it's the classic story, right? Especially with New Year's resolutions. You say, "This is the year, I'm gonna get in shape," or "I'm finally gonna learn that new language." You start off with all this energy, and then, boom, a few weeks later, the motivation is just gone. And you're right back where you started. It's so frustrating.
But here's something I want you to consider. What if the reason this keeps happening over and over again has absolutely nothing to do with your willpower? What if the problem, actually, isn't you at all?
That's it. It's your system. The issue isn't the goal, and it's definitely not some personal failure on your part. It's the whole method, the entire approach you're using. You've just been focusing on the wrong thing. This idea comes from a really powerful book, Atomic Habits, by James Clear. And what he's saying here is that our big dreams, our goals, they don't actually guarantee our success. What really determines our results are our daily habits, our routines. When the pressure is on, you don't magically rise to the occasion, you just fall back on whatever system you have in place.
So let's really break that down. A goal is the result you want, right? It's the what. I want to write a novel. That's a goal. But a system is the process that gets you there. It's the how. It's the stuff you do day in and day out.
And here's the real kicker. Winners and losers often have the exact same goals. Seriously, think about it. Every single athlete at the Olympics has the goal of winning a gold medal. The goal isn't what separates them. The real difference is the system, that reliable, consistent process they follow every single day, whether they feel like it or not.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but what does it actually look like in the real world? How do you actually build a system instead of just chasing a goal? Let's use a super clear example. Okay, let's say your goal is to read 50 books this year. That sounds awesome, but man, it's also a little intimidating, right? So here's what you do. You forget the goal. Just forget it. Instead, you build a tiny system. Your system is, I will read 1 page before bed every night. That's it. It's so small, it's almost impossible to say no to. And the result of that tiny system? You become a reader. That small, consistent habit is what actually gets you to 50 books, not staring at that big, scary number. And this is where the magic really kicks in. That one tiny action, reading just 1 page, it creates a little bit of momentum. The next night, you do it again, and that momentum builds. Pretty soon, 1 page might turn into 2 pages or even a whole chapter. You see, the power isn't in how big the action is, it's in how consistent it is. Which brings us to a super important point. We always think we need to be motivated to do things. But motivation, it's just a feeling. It's a spark. It's fickle. It comes and goes. Momentum, on the other hand, is a force. It's basically physics. Once you get going, it's easier to keep going. Momentum carries you through, especially on those days when you're just not feeling it. And this chart just shows it perfectly. Look at motivation. It's that huge spike of energy right at the beginning, but look how fast it drops off. It's just not sustainable. Now look at momentum. It starts out small, almost like nothing's happening, but it grows steadily and consistently day after day. That right there, that's the real path to success. Okay, so we've covered a lot here. If you're going to take just one thing away from all this, what should it be? What's the most important idea to remember? It's this. You have to shift your focus. Stop obsessing over the final outcome, the what. Instead, get completely fascinated by the process, the how. Just build one tiny, consistent habit, something so small you can't fail, and then just let momentum take over and do all the heavy lifting for you. So I'm going to leave you with this question. Forget about that massive, overwhelming goal for just a second. What is one tiny, almost laughably small system that you can put into place starting today? What's the first step to building the momentum you need?